I'm going to start off by priming my face before we dive into the products. This is the priming concoction that I've been using for a while now, so I'm just going to try it out with this too. And I have the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer and the Marc Jacobs Coconut Dewdrops, this highlighter thing. And I just do one pump of the primer and then half a pump of the highlight. I don't know what's wrong with the pump on my highlight thing, my Marc Jacobs thing, but it like never wants to come out. Okay. And I just rub this all over my face. I love doing this especially when I want like a nice glow, which is pretty much always. The first product that I was sent to try out by CrowdTap was the Revlon Photo Ready Color Correcting Pen, and this is the green one that covers up redness. And normally I don't have a lot of redness on my skin, but right now I have this going on and I've been sick, so there's some redness around my nose. So I thought this was the perfect time, if I can get this open, to try this out. So this is what the pen looks like, and it's like a brush tip, and I assume you're just supposed to like turn it. I've never really used any color correcting products before. Whoa. I really only use color correcting products for like under my eyes, so like peachy tones. I've never used a green one before, so oh my gosh. I think I like squeezed out way too much. But we're just gonna go with it. Okay. So now I'm just gonna blend it in with my fingers. I'm not sure like how much of this product I'm really supposed to be using. I feel like I used way too much. So it is blending pretty nicely. It doesn't feel like it's drying at all, like drying out my skin. Okay, so now that I'm tinged green in some places that I have some redness, we are going to move on. I feel like it didn't really cover anything on my nose, but whatever. We're going to move on to the foundation that I was sent. And this is the Revlon Photo Ready Insta Filter Foundation in 220 Natural Beige. I'm not really sure if this color is going to be right for me, but we're going to try it out regardless. So when you open it, it has like this weird like sponge applicator and like a hole where the product's supposed to come out. So I'm honestly not really sure how I'm supposed to use this, to be honest. Oh gosh. Yes, you turn, that's how it comes out. Okay. So I'm just going to dab some of this on my skin. So my first critique of this product would be I wish I had put some sort of direction on here. I wasn't really sure what I was doing, and then I twisted it way too much and too much product came out. But you live and learn. So I'm going to try and like blend. This is way too pink for me, but we're just going to go with it. I'm just going to try blending with this first and see how that goes, and then we're probably going to switch over to my brush. But so I feel like the sponge is just like moving the product around. It's not really like blending it. I'm going to take my IT Cosmetics with Ulta Love is the Foundation brush, and I'm just going to blend this in. Excuse my coughing. Okay, so you can't really tell on camera, but this color is definitely not a good match for me. It's super pink and my skin looks really red right now. Even though we used that green like color correcting thing, pen. The foundation does not look good at all on my skin. It really just emphasized like all of my texture, and yeah, I don't really know. It didn't really cover anything. I guess it's hard to tell too because this isn't my color, so maybe it is good at like evening the skin tone, but for me it just kind of made my face a different color, and it didn't really cover all that much, and my texture, you can really see it everywhere. I'm not the biggest fan of this product, but honestly I think that has a lot to do because it wasn't the right color for me. Maybe had I had a right color, although on camera like it doesn't look that bad. But in person, it looks weird. I'm definitely going to keep playing with this foundation even though my initial first impression isn't the best. Mostly because maybe it wasn't the right primer that I used with it, maybe I need a smoothing primer. The color in person looks weird, but on camera, like I'm looking in my computer screen right now and what I'm filming, and it doesn't honestly, the color doesn't honestly look that bad on film. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to keep playing around with it and see and use it with some different products and see what I think. But my first initial thing is it feels really heavy on the skin, which I like to use more light foundations, more like tinted moisturizers and BB creams and that kind of thing. I do use a full coverage foundation every once in a while when I'm going to like going out or going to an event or something like that. So, but most of the time I do like a light foundation. So this does feel a little heavy on the skin. It's a little tacky. I don't know if it's supposed to be matte or not, but it definitely doesn't feel like it's going to be drying down matte. It doesn't really say on here. It just says Insta Filter. So I was sent 2 more products, but I'm going to quickly finish the rest of my makeup on camera and I'll just speed through it. And then I will show you guys the last 2 products and let you guys know what I think. Okay, so I just used one of my favorite concealers. This is the NARS Soft Matte in the little jar. And putting this on top of that foundation, it's just like sitting on top and like not really blending very well. I don't know, it's so weird. It just looks like super cakey, like especially around my nose, which this concealer doesn't normally do that, which is why I love it. So I don't know. I don't know if it's the foundation, I don't know if it's a combination, I don't really know what's going on. But my skin does not look the best. Okay. So now I'm just going to use the NARS Liquid Laguna and bronze up my skin a little bit. I've been really loving using like liquid products, especially because in the winter and fall when the weather starts to cool down my skin gets really dry. So using liquid products kind of helps make it not look as dry. So I just use, I don't think I should say, I just use like 2 small squirts of this and then just kind of frame my face with it. If you guys follow along on our blog as well, you'll know that this NARS bronzer was one of my products in my monthly makeup bag, which is where I'm kind of trying to shop my stash and use some products that I haven't used in a while. And I've actually been really loving it. I think I'm going to add this into like my daily routine even after this month is up because I've been loving the way it's made my skin look and it's like my new favorite product. I don't know, I might like it more than the Laguna powder. So now I'm just going to set my under eyes and kind of my T-zone where I get oily, and I'm just using this Hourglass powder. It's my fave. It's my fave pressed powder. I'm going to be super lazy with brows today and just run some ABH brow gel in my brows. Brows are done. I'm just going to put a little blush on, some mascara, maybe a little bit of eyeshadow, and then we'll move on to the final 2 products. Okay, so my mascara is on, the rest of my makeup is on. That's pretty much it for my everyday kind of low-key makeup. But so now we're going to move on to the last 2 products. So the last 2 products that I have that I got to test out is the Revlon Photo Ready Galaxy Dream Holographic Highlighting Palette. And if I can get it open, I will show it to you guys. So this is what it looks like. I'm trying not to, you know, blind you. There are 4 like holographic-y pastel-y shades, which I feel like has been very common recently. I'm gonna swatch them for you. I haven't really touched these yet, so I don't really know how they feel or anything. But this is what they look like on my fingers. There's like a purpley one, a blue one, a green one, and a pink one. So let's try and swatch these. They're not the most like intense highlights I've ever seen. I think the blue is probably the most intense of them. All the other colors are a little bit chalkier, a little bit more subtle, but the blue is definitely really intense. So let's try the blue out. I never thought I'd say that in my life, but well, let's go. I just got highlight on my pants. So I'm just going to swirl this in here. Ooh, they're super powdery. I've never used like a colored highlight or like a holographic highlight like this before, so we're gonna find out how this goes. Oh, whoa. Okay, so the blue is very intense. So that's the blue. Let's try a different color. Let's try Let's try this one that's next to the blue. I think it's the purpley one. I can't really tell. These two look so similar. Let's try it out. I have a purple streak on my face. You're just kind of putting purple powder on my face. It's not really like intensifying it. I don't know. The blue is definitely pretty. The blue is pretty. This one, it's okay. I just feel like this one blended a little bit easier, and this one is like way more powdery, and you can see more of the color in it. The blue is really pretty. I actually really like the blue one. Okay, so let's take this top one up here. I think it's going to be the pink one. Let's put that on my nose. That one's really pretty as well. I actually really like that. I feel like the blue one, you can't really see a lot of the color, unlike this one, which you can see a ton of the color in it. But that's really pretty as well. They're actually not looking too horrible on the skin. I feel like really intense highlights, like holographic-y highlights, can sometimes like really enhance texture, but these are not really doing that, so I'm actually pretty impressed. Alright, so let's just try the green. I don't know where on my face I'm gonna put this, but maybe like here. I'm gonna look like a freak. That one you can totally see the color in. I'm not a fan of this one. I look like I just put green powder on my forehead. Like, there's no highlight whatsoever. It's just green powder. You see that? Okay, so 2 out of 4 aren't bad. I really like these two right here. I feel like the formula is very nice. You don't see a ton of the color. It's very highlighty, so I really like that. The purple and green ones, you can really see so much of the pigment and color in them, which I mean, if you're into that, I guess that's kind of good, but I don't know. I feel like for an everyday highlight, it's going to be hard to use, and I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But the blue one and the pink one, I think it was, were really, really pretty. I really liked them. Okay. So moving on, the last product we have is the Revlon Photo Ready Prep, Set, and Refresh Mist. So just your run-of-the-mill setting mist. I'm going to shake it a little bit. I always shake my setting sprays. I don't really know why. I don't know if you're supposed to do that. But let's see what the mist looks like. Oh, okay, not bad. Oh, not bad. I like that. It has a weird smell. Okay, so it smells a little weird. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but it feels good on the skin. It feels like it's going to hydrate. Maybe it'll make this makeup look less powdery, since that's the way it was going. I need a mirror. Let's see. I like it. It was pretty nice. The smell put me off a little bit, but it feels really hydrating on the skin. It set down everything pretty nice. So, yeah. I'd say this is probably my favorite product of the 4 that I got to try out. To be honest, I don't really color correct that much, so that pen thing was kind of just meh to me. I'm not really into color correcting. I feel like it's just one more step, one more product I have to add onto my skin, so I'm not the biggest fan of it. The foundation, I don't know. I'm kind of torn because I don't think the color is exactly right, and it did enhance my texture a little bit, but on the rest of my skin it actually doesn't look horrible, so I don't know. I'm a little torn. I think I have to keep playing around with it, try it with some different primers and see what I think after that. The highlighting palette, I liked 2 of the shades, 2 of the shades I didn't. The blue and the pink ones were really pretty, the purple and the green ones, too much pigment I think. And the setting spray was really nice, I really like it. So I'll definitely keep trying that out, keep using that. But yeah, so that was my Get Ready With Me featuring new products from Revlon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up button as well. Also, don't forget to enter our giveaway. I will leave the link in the description box for you guys. That ends December 1st, so you guys have, what, about like a week-ish? I don't even know. I haven't even looked at a calendar to enter, so there's still time for that. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in our next video. Bye guys!